I'm live. No one's here, but I'm live. Live chat replay and stream. Don't know what I'm doing. Anybody? 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 Hey, Mama Styles. How are you today? This is my first time doing this. Hope I'm doing it right. Very interesting. I feel like my camera works better here on YouTube Live than it does when I'm recording. Hey, Gemma Grace. Everyone doing okay today? Been busy? Busy with fun stuff or busy with boring stuff? I just recorded a makeup brush review. I don't really know how I feel about it. Oh, thank you for the like. It's my first time. I need all kinds of likes. If anyone has any questions for me or anything you'd like to know, just let me know. If you have an awesome channel I haven't supported already, let me know. Hey, Cooking Passion. Thank you, Gemma. Trying to figure out all these buttons and how to multitask. It seems pretty easy. I see everyone else doing it all the time. How hard can it be? I think the weirdest thing about this is not hearing voices talk back. Thank you, Cooking Passion. Gemma, did you feel comfortable doing it? Did you feel kind of awkward the first time? I fretted about doing this. I actually lost sleep. I wanted to do it, what was it, last week, and then my internet went down. Yeah, anxious. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, I lost sleep. I was afraid people would be ugly, but I figured, why not? Yeah, that's how I felt. I'm like, nearly didn't do it. Thank you, Cooking Passion. Yeah, I was afraid maybe people would be rude. And I'm like, you know what? If someone's rude, if someone says something ugly, then whatever. It's their problem. They can just leave. Because I have nothing but positivity. Yeah, I think definitely, Gemma, it'll get easier. Yeah, I think I'd like it if my husband was here with me, maybe. I don't know if that'd make me feel more uncomfortable, but he gets so awkward on camera. I feel like the whole time I'd be like, babe, just talk. Say something. So what has everyone got going on this week? Anyone working on any videos? Thank you, Gemma. I don't know how it all works with the whole moderator thing. Like, how does that work? Do you recruit people? I don't even know. I saw a thing, what was it, in the edit section for like my comments, and it was like things where I guess you could add moderators to comments, but I didn't know if that was for your comment section or for live. What did you upload a video about? Right click on the person's name and click add mode. Oh. I'm going to test it. Wait. Okay. Add moderator. I see. I see how that works. So about loose throw extreme. Yes, I just saw that come up in my suggested videos. I'm going to watch that. I put that in my watch later. Extreme Love Autism documentary. That sounds really interesting. Did you like the documentary? I love how involved you are with all of that. It's definitely a topic people need to discuss more because it affects a lot. Autism affects a lot more people than we realize. Okay. Where is the documentary? Is it on anywhere? Is it like on YouTube or is it on Netflix? Okay. Yes, and I'd pick that up from your videos on Netflix. Okay, I'll check that out tonight. One of the things about autism, and I have so many people say, this is a new thing. This didn't happen before. People weren't affected by autism in the past. And my personal thoughts on it, I think people were misdiagnosed with different things for probably decades or hundreds of years because they just didn't know. So definitely. Hey, Holly, you go get your kids. I'm so glad you stopped by. It's my first time. When is school out? School out soon? Still quiet, my neighborhoods. I think they're all still in school. Okay, you're misdiagnosed with depression. Yeah, I've heard that, or people just, yeah, they've come up with different diagnoses that are clearly off base. Hey, Linda, how are you? Welcome to my first live. So exciting. Oh, Linda, I need to get your new link for or whatever what you're calling your new channel. So I'd messaged you back about that in the comments about all the stuff going on. 2 more weeks of school, Holly. You better enjoy it. Get ready for day drinking when they're home from school. Just kidding. Or am I? So, Linda, what do they do when they give you a strike? I mean, are you just banned or it's a warning? Do, 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 do. I don't know how the strikes work. Haven't had that happen yet. There's time. Holly, already there. Just don't drink and drive to pick up your kids. For the love of God. But I know you're smarter than that. It's a warning. You can get up to 3 strikes and then it's a ban. Okay. Gotcha. Still learning about all this. Oh, I could not live stream for 90 days. That is a long time. And you live stream a lot, Linda. That's crazy. Hi, Likr. Liquor. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, it's in walking distance. Okay, so you can drink all you want. Well, be careful. So be like, that mom smelled like alcohol. I don't think their kids should go home with her. You appealed it, and then it came back saying a misleading title or thumbnail. Was that just a bullshit excuse or what? All very interesting learning about all this. I'm so happy people showed up for this. Okay, yeah, I'm sure it was a BS excuse, Linda. I like watching your lives. They're really entertaining. Did you ever find out what was in that shed banging around? The shed ghost? The ghost of a cat. So I changed it and appealed to have them unlock it. Holly only had one earlier. Kids been stressing me out. So mommy had a timeout while they napped and regrouped. This is a good plan. If I had small children these days, how I am in my life right now, I would probably be drinking probably quite a bit. I don't have the patience anymore. I'm glad I had my kids really young because I had a little bit more patience then, and now I'm just like, ugh, I can't deal with you. So I'm a new supporter. Yes, I definitely supported you, Gemma. Uh, Linda, it was a possum. It probably was. They freak me out. Like, okay, so about the kids, like I don't mind kids. I love kids, but from a distance, or I can watch them and enjoy them for a little while, and as soon as they're cranky, I can hand them back full of sugar to their parents. I think that's the best way. And with a drum kit. Yeah, I don't I was babysitting a friend of mine's kid for basically for the moment she was born up until just past a year. And that ended just a few months ago, which turned out perfectly because she's starting to get cranky and sassy, and she's 2 now, I believe. So, yeah, anyways, I think my that gig ended just in time for me. I miss the money. It wasn't great, but I miss the money, that's for sure. Yes, exactly. Fill him back with sugar and he goes back to my sister. It's the best revenge. It really is. Hey, Cooking Passion. I'm going to kind of keep stuff on here the same as we do with the hashtag I'm a creator. Don't really ask for support. If people want to support back or if you want to support them, that's fantastic. But I really want to veer away from people asking for support. So if we can just kind of keep that with the I am creator guidelines, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. They literally tore the whole house apart today. I'd clean something up and turn. Oh God. Okay, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be able to deal with that, Holly. No way, no how. All right, sweetie. Thank you so much for stopping by, Holly. Good luck. Stop by the liquor store. So funny. Yeah, I just would not have the patience for any of that. You're supposed to be helping your daughter clean. We can just hang out with me and we can avoid all that. I've been meal prepping and did some cleaning this morning and did a bunch of stuff. And I was like, well, I'll try to do a live before the hubs gets home. And that way I don't have any crazy interruptions or anything. So figured now was the time. It seems quiet outside. So I'm assuming here in Houston, kids are still in school. I know there's a lot of graduations this weekend. Actually, my stepson's graduating this weekend, which we never thought would happen. So that's a good thing. So we'll be doing that this weekend. So yeah, I'm thinking school's pretty much almost over. She's 19, going through all their stuff. Yeah, I went through that with my girls. But it seems like they constantly, my girls are, Chloe, my oldest, is 26 now. Lauren is 24 now. When did that happen? Maybe 25 and 23. They're 2 years apart. But through every phase of teenagehood and even to the 20s, there was all these tossing out phases. Because they would hoard their clothes and they're like, I've put on a little weight. I can get back in that one day. And then, now they just moved. They lived together in an apartment and they just moved recently and they both I know, well, Chloe, the oldest, she'd said she threw out a lot of stuff. She's like, I just accepted that I'm never going to be a size 8 again. I'm like, honey, with yes, congrats to my stepson. He has not been an easy child. He was so sweet when Jason and I first met, but he was premature and he was just born with a lot of problems. And I think something didn't develop right in his brain. So he's kind of behind the curve, I guess. So he's 19 now, graduating high school, which he got held back, whatever, that's fine. These things happen. But mentally and emotionally, he is still probably where I would place like a 15-year-old. So yeah, so I don't know when his mom is going to be able to get him out of the house safely, with the skills to live. He's been in special ed for years, but I'm hoping he's just a late bloomer and something will snap. So we'll see what's happening. What hoping for the best. You're from the UK? Yeah, I had noticed that in some of your videos, Gemma, like the backgrounds and like the bus stops. I was like, that's not the United States. I haven't been to the UK. That's a bucket list place. Going to Italy next summer, so that'll be fun. Going for a wedding. Cool, cool, cool. Well, this isn't as bad as I thought. One has Asperger's. My oldest is 22. She'll probably never leave home, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I mean, and as long as you're okay with that, who cares what other people think? And sometimes if we have kids with special needs, they need to stay home. My stepson's mom, I don't know if she has the patience well, I know she doesn't have the patience to deal with him. So I really worry. And we've gone through some crazy stuff with him. And so I'm even apprehensive about him coming to live with us. So there's a lot of backstory there. I'm not like a bad person. There's actual good reasons. So I wish we could find him a place to go to kind of teach him some more like life skills, living skills, and, like not like a halfway house, like for drug addicts or something, but something more. I don't know. I guess it would be like a halfway house to kind of ease someone with these kind of lack of skill problems and lack of life skill problems, to ease them back into, well, not back, but easing them into life and living on their own and being responsible. That would be, but we just don't have the resources. I've noticed in this country, we have no resources for mental health care at all. And then when these kids go insane, then parents are like, hey, I tried to get help and no one listened, or I couldn't afford it and there was no programs, but yet they still blame the parent. So that's a conversation and something that needs to change in this country. It's pretty bad. Let me see. I didn't leave my dad's house till I left home at 16. I was like, I'm out. But me and my mom, I was a horrible teenager. Horrible teenager. I should not have left at 16. Bad mistake. All right, Mama Styles, you're here. But she doesn't get basic living. Plus, yeah. Well, of course, Linda, she wants to stay at home. That's perfect. And if y'all have the means and the ability to do that, that's even better. That's fantastic. Turned 18 and I was out. Yeah, me and my mom, we butted heads. She was like, well, you're supposed to do this. And I'm like, no, I effing hate you, whatever. We get along better now, but it took a really long time. It really did. And leaving at 16 was not easy. I was going to school. I was working, paying for an apartment. And before that, couch surfing. I put myself in a lot of really risky situations, but and that wonderful skill continued for a long period of my life. So I'm glad I'm a lot more wiser now. Oh, well, if your kid's in college, if they can stay home, let them stay home. It's expensive out there. Rent is high. They're saying a lot of kids these days, even when they get out of college, they're having to stay at home because they have loans. And just it's too expensive, and everyone's having a hard time finding a job to even use their degree for. So where they might make good money. So yeah, if you can keep your kids home, if you have the means to do that, I completely support that. When I supported housing until I was 25 on my own. See, and I wish, Gemma, they had stuff like that here. I mean, we do have stuff like that here in the States, but it is very hard to find. If you're in rural counties, forget it. You're not going to find the help. The fourth largest city in the US, and we just don't have the resources. We just do not. Because in our country, they're all about, oh, you need to have more kids. But as soon as you have the kids, there's no social programs and nothing for, to help these kids out. So it's a lose-lose situation. So it's very hard to find getting help for our kids with special needs. It really is. It's a struggle. I hear about it all the time. Linda, I told Kayla as long as she went to school, she could stay here. Yeah. And that was my rule with my girls. You can stay at home, but you need to either be working or you need to be going to school. You need to be doing something with your life. Because it was not going to be as soon as I graduated sitting on the couch all day. I was not doing that. So, both of them left and then came back home and left again. It was kind of a revolving door for a minute, but they're both okay now. They both have good jobs. And Lauren was going to school for a while, but she found a really good paying job. So when you start making good money, school just gets further off into the distance. But if she's happy, that's all that matters. I couldn't ask for more. At least they're not out on the streets doing bad things. It took about a year for me to be put in there as my local council didn't see. All these things are a priority, and they should be taken as a priority. When you see so many homeless people out on the streets, clearly with mental health problems, I see it every day on the corner right outside my window. It just really goes to show you not only just as a nation, as the United States, but even worldwide, how much of a problem we have with taking care of people that have special needs. Business finance manager. Wow. That's really awesome, Linda. Way to go, mama. That is a good accomplishment. Smart girl. Gotta love our smart girls. Support these kids. I would definitely brag. My phone's ringing. Hold on. I don't know that number. It's probably a bill collector. I have no money. Well, it definitely all sounds like we've all had some different situations. She lives like an episode of Hoarders, but you win some. Yeah, no, I have a hoarder kid. I totally have a hoarder kid. Lauren is my hoarder kid, my youngest. She stacks and stacks of clothes and random art supplies. She loves art. She's not bothered by it. When she moved out of our apartment the last time, granted, her room is the size of a postage stamp, but I was just like, I don't even know how to tell you to pack your room. It was like, here's trash bags, walls. I don't even know how she found her bed. But when she moved out, I finally had seen the floor in there for the first time in, a year. So, damn hoarder kids. I can't say much because I collect pop figures and other collectibles. Mine's an orderly hoard. I'm gonna do a video where I'll take you guys through my apartment and kind of like show our collections and whatever for whoever's interested. But it's an organized hoard, but it is getting out of control. Hey, Cherry Carpenter, how are you? Welcome to my first live. We're all talking about our kids and growing up and all kinds of different stuff. It's always the youngest. Oh my God, Linda, you were so right. So right. Yeah, when my daughters just moved again, my oldest daughter was like, what is the deal with Lauren? Like, she has so much stuff. And they didn't mess around. They actually hired movers. I'm like, man, y'all are doing better than me in my 20s. When I moved in my 20s, it was like, get pizza and beer and invite friends. Saved all kinds of money. They're like, yeah, we're paying for movers. And I'm like, well, makes sense. 5 packs of trash, dishwasher full of dishes, art supplies, clothes. Yep. It sounds like we have the same child. Same child. Yeah, this one doesn't do dishes. They'll sit there for I don't know how long. So I fear when she does live on her own away from her sister at some point, I don't know what's going to be growing in her kitchen. Maybe it's something they grow out of. I don't know. Maybe that's just who they are. What's up with our hoarder kids? Did we go wrong somewhere? I wonder if hoarding is a representation of all the fun stuff that's happening in their minds. Maybe it's a reflection of all the fun stuff they have going on in there. Because they're usually really artistic and fun. So, there's something crazy happening in there. I moved in my 40s, hired nephews, a couple of 30 packs of pizza. Yeah, that's how I move. Pizza and beer. Call friends up. I don't know if I have a lot of friends anymore I could call. I used to. I know damn well my kids are not going to help me. They joked around about me coming to help them move. I was like, are you high? I'm not doing that. I'm old. I don't have friends. Yeah, I don't have friends either because my friends all turned out to be insane. So I have blocked them and from all social media, and I can't deal with that level of crazy in my life anymore. I love you. I just can't. I reconnected with some friends that I knew back in the day. And I was like, okay, well, maybe they're not total dipshits anymore. Maybe we can actually act like adults and talk. And everything was okay for about 3 minutes. And they started showing themselves again. And the crazy had gotten worse. And it wasn't just with one, this happened with multiple people. And I was like, that's what I get for reaching out to people that I used to really like, but went insane. And now they're still insane. So, anyways, now I told Jason, my husband, I was like, I think we're good. Like, just us, we're good. And we have our little online friends and we have our little activities. And now I'm friends with my brother. I'm friends with Jason's brothers. And yeah, it's a small circle. And my daughters, that's it. It's a very small circle and easy to manage. Just not doing it anymore. Oh, let me see. Let me see. I hope my daughter moves. She's living with 2 friends. Kayla's like, do we know her? I hope my daughter moves. She's living with 2 friends and they all hoard. I don't know how they can move around in there. Why? Is this a millennial thing? This hoarding? I don't know. I don't recall. I moved so much when I was young, even before I had kids, which I had my kids really young, but I it's like I was a nomad, like a gypsy. And it was, if I can't carry it, it's not coming with me. If it can't fit in one car or a suitcase, I left so much stuff behind at apartments and other people's houses. I mean, my whole rule of thumb, if I haven't touched it in 6 months, haven't looked at it, haven't even looked for it, I don't need it. It's just, I don't need it at all. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. But maybe it's a millennial thing. Yeah, just the four of y'all. That works. That totally works. Y'all are so funny. I found my online kin. My phone keeps ringing. I don't know who's calling. It's probably my husband. We started on this keto diet thing. Well, I did. And then he was like, well, it'd probably be easier if we both did it together. And he was like, he's a skinny man. And he was like, I have this tiny stomach. And he pinches his stomach and he makes it talk. And he was like, I need to lose this. So I was like, well, if you want to do the low carb thing with me, it'd make it easier on me. And I'm finding out now it's really not, because now I'm going to have to like prep all his meals. So he's probably calling, stressing about dinner right now, because today's his first day doing the diet. He keeps calling me or texting me and going, can I eat this? Can I eat that? I'm like, do you know how to read a nutrition label? But what's going to piss me off is I will lose no weight and he'll lose like a gajillion pounds and he'll look amazing, because that's how that always works. And then I'll give up on life and then I'll get some ice cream. It will have been fun. I just got rid of a bunch of crap when we moved, and 6 months later my mom died. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I inherited everything she owned and I'm ready to get a dumpster. Oh, that's so tough. So sorry about your mom. I don't even know what I'm doing when my mom goes. Yeah, I had to get on the diet. I have fibromyalgia and I've been in so much pain. So I was really looking for a diet that would decrease the inflammation. And the keto diet does seem to be working. I mean, I'm still hurting. I'm not kidding myself, but I'm not hurting as much. So little wins, little wins. Yeah, I've been having a lot of, yeah, me too, Linda. It's horrible, horrible. It's no way to live, and you can't get meds that work. God, we all have fibro. Can we just make a support group? So many of us have it. I just, and the stuff that they've put me on before makes me gain weight. And then I feel worse. And then I'm depressed. And then they put you on something else for the depression. And then you gain more weight. And then you're ready to just kill yourself. Not really, but it's so frustrating. So I find, well, I don't have health insurance now, so I can't be put on drugs. So I'm trying to find ways to just kind of manage this as best as I can. So, oh, yeah. And that's, Linda, I'm wondering, okay, so I got a job recently. I'd been out of work for a while. I only lasted a week. I hurt so bad. I was coming home crying. My back was so messed up. Everything hurt. Everything swelled. It was awful. Yeah, I did the Lyrica too. It was terrible. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And it was a Total Wine and More store. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but it's like a fancy liquor store with wine. And I was a lot of lifting, and I told my husband, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it at all. So he was just like, if you can't do it. So now I'm concerned, will I be able to work? And I can't find a sit down job to save my life. And all there is in this town right now is retail jobs, and they're all on my feet. So I was thinking maybe I could try to find something part time, but I can't continuously stand anymore for really over 35, 40 minutes. I really get in bad shape. I get in so much pain. So I'm starting to wonder if I am going to be able to work. like I used to. I mean, I don't know what to do, and hopefully I'll get insurance again soon and I can get to a doctor and get all this stuff documented and figure out what I need to do. So I don't even know. Yeah, so in case I do need to file for disability. But and how hard is that to do, Linda? I don't even know. With the current state of affairs in the world or in this country, I'm afraid I won't even be able to get on disability. So then what happens to people? What if you don't have a husband that works? What if you don't have another form of income? You end up on the road. Awful. Yeah, Jessica, there's no way I can work at a factory. Good God. YouTube is my job. I'm trying to make it my job. I really am. That's the goal. That is the goal. If we could do that, we're golden. Because I can sit here all day. Well, I need to get up occasionally. Let's see. Oh, you worked as a nurse. Oh, God, being on your feet. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way you could do that. Dog grooming. Sherry, I would think dog grooming would be horrible. Like bending over and being at odd angles all day. That wouldn't be good. It was easy for me, but I worked the same job for 11 years and I had other issues too. It happens. It happens. Nursing is a hard job, mentally and physically. You're absolutely right, Jess K. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much, Jess K. You're so sweet. I like to think I'm good with people. I don't know. I'm so isolated because I'm home now. I'm like, do I know how to talk to people anymore? Did I forget? Do I just know how to type things out in a message box? These people. Sometimes if I've been here for a couple of days, I'm like, shit, I've become a shut in, and now when I get around people, I'm gonna have no idea what to say, and I'll get tongue tied, or I get so excited about seeing people, I talk their heads off, and they're like, that lady's crazy, totally crazy. You play the crazy card. I can do that. I can play crazy card all day long. I have a history, social anxiety, depression. Not sure, but bipolar, they claim. So, yeah, I could pull that card, Linda. But yeah, I don't think I'd have to try very hard either. Because I have my moments. If y'all don't see me around for a couple of days, that is because my emotional high has tanked and I'm at flat bottom and I'm in the bed in my bathtub with a book. So if I vanish, I'll be back. I'm hiding for a minute. Aren't we all legit crazy? We're ladies. I think it comes with the territory. I think I think the world makes us crazy. We're usually pretty common sense, and all the stuff that doesn't make sense makes us crazy. That it happens all the time. Y'all are awesome. Ah, yes, my Charmander. It's my husband's mug. He's the Pokemon guy. I stole it. And when it gets hot, the little flames come off of him. He's exciting. All of our daughters think we're crazy. I thought my mom was crazy. I still legit think she's crazy. But, well, that's just because she's getting older and crankier and more bitter. But I'm starting to feel that way too. So it might be genetic. Yeah, Linda, and having a rough life definitely will make you crazy. I know we all have our stories and like legitimate things that just happen to us that are seriously effed up. I my parents divorced really young. My dad was an alcoholic. It sounds like a country song. But anyways, just bad things. That was just the small tip of the iceberg. And it just rolled downhill and I I had a lot of bad things happen to me. And then because I didn't love myself very much, I allowed a lot of bad things to happen to me because I just had no self esteem or self worth. And so a lot of situations, yes, things were done to me, but the older I get and the more far apart from it as I'm healing and dealing with things and accepting things I've done in the past and things that have been done to me, it gets a little bit easier to take. So, hey, Doomsday Comics. Hey, Emma. Emma the Narwhal, whose channel name I said wrong in your shout out video. So sorry. I was so embarrassed about that. Yes, guys. Yeah, we are stronger from our past lives. They definitely make us stronger and better people. And so we could be better for our kids too. Because definitely, if you've been through a lot in your life and who hasn't, you get that badge, so you have a tale to tell. And you can hopefully inspire or help someone else to maybe not go down those same paths or make the same mistakes. So it's all gravy. It all works out in the end. And we're survivors because we survived it. So that is the important part. This is my first time going live. Never done it. Lost a lot of sleep thinking about it, but yeah, I'm here. So, yep, that's the purpose of my channel. And then the trolls took over. Linda, I'm so upset that happened to you. I like watching you. I don't know why trolls would take over. You're really entertaining. It's like watching a reality show. It's definitely, I love it. You're on the list of like the top I am creators I found that I'm like, I would have never found this woman's channel. I wouldn't want to repeat my past, but it makes me stronger. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm not going to repeat about my past. In small circles, I will, but it wasn't pretty. Let's just say that. But yes, it does make you stronger. Trolls are shadow fans, haters, right? Exactly. Just two and their minions. All. I was bullied in school way back in the day. I'm 43 now, and it still bothers me, but my fan keeps me going. Bullying is a huge problem, Doomsday Comics, and it's not a new thing, but it's more talked about now. That is for sure. Yeah, I'm 44. I didn't really deal with a lot of bullying in school, just a lot of fake ass people. It was not easy. But I'm so sorry you were bullied. But hopefully you're okay. And, it's good to have a good support group. But it's one of those things, if you were bullied a lot, I know words are really powerful and they can haunt you. And sometimes that minute where you start to feel better about yourself, those words that were said to you when you were bullied can come back and like nag in the back of your ear and try to bring you down. So it's easier said than done, but when we can, it's best to just edit out those voices and throw it in the trash where they belong. Was bullied all the way through school. Yeah, I don't like to see anyone go through bullying. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Good. I'm glad no one bullies you anymore, Doomsday Comics, and they shouldn't. So hopefully karma's gotten a hold of them, or it will. Y'all are awesome. See, everyone has something in common. Yeah, I hate hearing about it too, Doomsday. I really do. Linda's back. Yeah, I would think like these days with the big anti-bullying campaigns, I would think that these schools would be all over that, like white on rice, but it seems obviously that it's still a huge problem. These kids these days have to deal with so much more than just in school. They're on social media, they're on the internet, they're on whatever, on Xbox, with chats or whatever, like doing live, whatever games. and people will be ugly on the internet. And so I think these kids today, they really get it from both sides. And so some of the stuff parents or teachers can't see because it's online. So that in lies, therein lies a big problem, of having to know, or how to know if your child's being bullied. So if they're withdrawing, like, was it just, what was it, last week or the week before, down the street from us here in Houston, in Santa Fe, down the road, Santa Fe, Texas, where that kid went in and shot up, the classroom, and all those people died. I mean, it was just a lot. And the dad said, well, it's the school's fault. It's the bully's fault, that he took my gun and went and shot up the school. Well, it's not really the school's fault, but these parents should have been, watching and participating more in their child's life. And perhaps they would have known their kid was bullied until it was too late and everyone's lives are ruined. So parents really need to be paying attention and keep that dialogue open with your kids, no matter how hard they try to shut you down and tell you to shut up and you're not cool and not to talk to you. So you keep it open, you'll know what's going on with your kids. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm going to be getting off here soon, so I'm going to free you up. I got to start thinking about what to make for dinner. Probably chicken. Go get your clothes, lady. Y'all are awesome. I'm so glad people actually showed up to my live. I mean, who knew that would happen? Y'all are a cool bunch. Mari. Love you, babe. I'm sick of chicken too, but it is what it is. It's cheap. I'd prefer steak. I'm a steak kind of gal. Here in my daughter's room. She said she didn't have them. Y'all are so funny. I'm so happy Mari's here. Mari, you doing okay today? Oh yeah, with diet. So with having diabetes, I mean, are you really what do you have to watch in particular when you're eating? I was curious about that. I mean, obviously, I would think sugar would be a problem. Yep, it's too expensive, Mari. I know. Lunchtime from work. Groundbreaking creative. Well, hello. New Zealand. I had a flight that landed in New Zealand once. It looked beautiful. But then I went on to Melbourne, Australia. Carbs and sugar. So you have to do the kind of diet I'm doing, Linda, is like basically limiting or eliminating carbs, which carbs are in everything. Everything. I didn't know black beans had carbs or like a lot. Doing this diet that I'm doing, I was like, where do you avoid them? So yeah, it's definitely been eye-opening. That is for sure. 235, I lost 15. Good job. Good job. I'm not even going to say how much I weigh. It's none your business. Okay, Sherry, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you popping in. Like everybody. This is really cool. I'm supposed to, yes, but I'm gonna start doing videos on it. Yes, and that's what I'm gonna do, Linda. I'm gonna do videos about it. And I would love to hear like what you do. And I think talking about it also helps us be a little bit more accountable. about like I'm posting on my Instagram everything I eat now. I'm sure it's going to drive my friends crazy, but I feel like I don't know, like I need to be like, look what I did today. It helps me get excited and be proud of myself. And it helps me be honest about what I'm intaking into my body. So, plus I like food porn. So, take pictures of everything. Oh my God, chocolate. You know what I'm missing the most right now in my 2 weeks into this endeavor or however long? I have been craving since the beginning cheesecake. I want cheesecake so bad. And not just any cheesecake. I want chocolate cheesecake from the House of Pies here in Houston. It is so freaking decadent. And it's got chocolate mousse on top and chocolate covered cherries. All right, I'm going to shut up. That sounds so good right now. It's all I've been wanting since I started this diet. So I might have it. I might have a cheat day soon and just knock that out. But then it'll be something else like chicken fried steak that I'll want. Oh, thank you, Mari. I really don't have much makeup on today. I got sunburned yesterday. So we're just basically set today. Basic. I'd put on some eyebrows and mascara, a little bit of lipstick. I went swimming at the YMCA yesterday to get some exercise and get some sun because I knew it'd make me be happy. Take care, Cherry. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. Oh, cheesecake and cream cheese. So good. Maybe a vegan or something. I could not do vegan. There's no way. And there's tons of carbs in all those vegetables. Like basically I've learned anything that grows in the ground, don't eat. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots even. They're chock full of sugars. God, I just went chocolate. I'm not diabetic that I know of. But I haven't had health care in 2 years, so who knows? Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you for tweeting it out. You're awesome. Thank you, Mari. You're beautiful too. Everyone's beautiful. It's all the beautiful people that showed up to my chat. I love it. So I'll say, since we're into this already, this is a little bit easier than I thought it would be. Feeling less scared. Might actually do it again. Since I'm home alone, I could just get on here and find all kinds of new friends. I guess that's the beauty of this. I just never thought about doing a live stream till I'd seen all of my little hashtag IAmACreator community friends doing it. And I was like, why did I ever not think of doing this? That's crazy. Thank you, Mari. Have a great day. I loved your new video. It was really long, but it was good. You got Mari gets all kinds of freebies, guys. She is a queen of freebies. She's amazing. Okay, Linda, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you soon, and I'll probably see you on one of your lives in the morning or later or whatever. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna probably go ahead and shut this down. Pretty excited how well this went. Glad people actually showed up. So that was a huge win. And some of my favorite people showed up. So added bonus, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you, hey, learn Google Hangouts. We can stream together. Oh, I do have Google Hangouts. It's like that. Oh, that's right. I could do it's not just on my phone. I can do it on here. Is that what James uses? James Cox when he brings people on? Yes, that's what I had to do was Google Hangouts. Yes, I will look into that, Linda. We could do that together. That'd be awesome. That would be great. I think our personalities match well together. Okay. There's a new video on IAmCreator mentioned you now. Gotta go. Okay, Mari, bye. All right, awesome. So I have a new project, figure out Hangouts, and me and Linda will do a live stream. That will be exciting. All right, guys, love ya. Mwah. I will see you guys really soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much love. I'm not really good at that. I have tiny hands. Hashtag fat fingers. Bye, guys.